Here we are. We're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about recovering, how to recover a target properly. These are some of the tools that I use in my quest to recover a target. I feel this is almost as important as using your metal detector properly and becoming an expert in that. This is very important. Use a couple of gloves. I use that because a lot of times, because we have insects, at least here in Florida, of varying types, and snakes and everything else. Keep the dirt out of my fingernails. This is my pouch. I made this out of a horse canteen that's made to strap to the side of a riding horse. I cut the back off of it and cut down the portion in front with the Velcro. Makes a good pouch. This is my Treasure Products Vibra Probe. I use this because I like it because it's waterproof. Has no external controls. I can point it straight in the air, turn it on, point it straight in the air, turn it off, and it detects only at the tip. Of course, there are all kinds of other probes that are just as good. Garrett makes a good probe. A lot of my buddies use Garrett, and they love them. Fisher, Minelab all make them. Here's something that you don't usually see much anymore. We used them back in the 60s and the early 70s when we had machines that didn't discriminate well. This is a coin probe. This is also used for more than coins. If you get a large signal, you're not sure what it is. I use it a lot for identifying tin cans or flattened paint cans, to check the area. But it's also good for targeting if you're new to the hobby and you haven't quite figured that out. When the coil's on the ground and the largest signal, you can push this right in the ground and use that as your reference for the center of your target when you dig. It's a versatile little piece of equipment. Simple, low-tech, but very effective. Next is my Gator Digger. I use this. This is made of stainless steel. And it's also got a razor, well, not really razor, a saw on either side. Some shovels have them only on one side. Some of them are knife types. But I like this one particularly. It's pretty tough, and I can saw through roots and cut limbs, and really a great recovery tool if it's used correctly and you dig the plug properly. So that's one of my big favorites. They last darn near forever. Here's something that's a minor thing. It's a $1 paintbrush, a 1-inch wide paintbrush. I've cut the bristles down by half. I use this as an artifact and a coin brush. I use it primarily to brush away the major amount of dirt on something when I pull out of the ground. You can't identify it. You want to figure out what it is. You can either rub it with your fingers and scratch it, or you could use a bristle brush. Just get the major portions of it clean to identify it, and use a gentler cleaning processes later when you get back home or back in the garage. Also, a personal preference of mine is I have a Leatherman wave tool. This has got multiple tools in it: scissors, knife blades, files, saws, whatever you need. It's one of those types of things that you need when you need it. And I carry it along just in case, especially when I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I can't get to my toolbox. So there you go. Let's take a look at how to cut a plug. Okay, we're going to actually see what we can find here and try to dig something. I'm going to use my Minelab detector. We're going to target it. Turn it on. Show you how to dig. Alright, we're going to take a look at how to dig a target. Get a few signals here. There's a good target right there. Here's how I dig it. Go to pinpoint. This is the center of my target, or so it seems, right about there. That makes it easy for me to go back and reference where it was the signal came from. Now we're going to take a look. We're going to dig. This is sod. We don't want to leave a big hole here. So the best way to dig, now this is actually, you can dig a plug, or you can dig an elk or a U-cut. U-cut is just like a horseshoe or a U. Dig around in a circle at a slight angle as you go under the sod. And this actually turns the sod into a trapdoor, almost. Okay. All right, now we know what's in the center here. So what we're going to do is we're going to push underneath the soil, and we're going to fold it back. See how that comes out? Just like a plug. Now we'll take our pinpointer, see if we can find the target. All right, the pinpointer is showing it's right in here somewhere. And there it is. It's a quarter underneath the soil. Now, since we've cut it in this manner, all we have to do is close it back up like a trap door. No one doesn't have an idea. No one has any idea you've been here. Perfectly clean, perfectly. This is one of the keys to being a good treasure hunter or a detectorist, being able to cut a plug like this and totally make it unobtrusive and almost basically invisible. There's no dirt along the sides. Nice, clean, horseshoe-shaped cut. Dirt stays in the hole. That's one of the skills important skills you need to develop if you want to be invited back to a site. If you go into a private yard, you don't want to leave dirt. You don't want to throw dirt everywhere. You want them to go out there and not be able to tell where you've been. So, work on it. It's a good skill to have. Get you invited back.